What's up, guys? It's Wolf King, and watch another episode of Wolf King's Vids. All right, this is gonna be my analysis on my discussion with Matt Slick I had last Sunday on the Bible Thumping Wingnut Show. Um, it, I have to say, of all the encounters I've had with apologists, he's got to be, without a doubt, the most whiny, pompous, pretentious apologist I've ever had the displeasure of talking with in life. But that's neither here nor there. To begin, I went in the hangout, right? I went in the hangout Sunday evening and talked with him about openly secular day. Now, prior to the beginning of that, he notices my wolf avatar icon with the upside down cross, and he asked me, "Why do you have an upside down cross?" I explained I got it because I think it looks cool, but also that Saint Peter was crucified on a cross as well. And then he goes into this to this stuff about this about this demonic influence bullshit, this like association with demons or other supernatural bullshit or whatever. I'm not even like like I'm not even into. And like I be civil on there because it's like a new environment for me, and you know I want to look like presentable and stuff like that. So I say, dude, you're entitled to your own like opinions and beliefs and stuff like that. But people have preferences and tastes like I have mine. So anyway, I went into him and asked like what do you think of openly secular day? And he just says it's stupid. I asked no. No. He says it's laughable. I asked him why it's laughable, and he says because it's stupid. Yeah, that's the correct quote right there. And I explained to him how it's only fair because the Constitution entails freedom of religion and also freedom from religion. And he just doesn't accept it. He doesn't accept that the Constitution actually entails this. Congress shall make no law um, respecting the establishment of religion and stuff like that. And also the Treaty of Tripoli, which in Article 11 states that the government is not founded on Christianity whatsoever, and this is not a Christian nation. And he even admits that the Treaty of Tripoli says that it is a secular nation. It's just that he has a bias, and then he starts, and after I explain, how this produces like an equal playing field for human rights and democracy and stuff like that we all enjoy. He goes on talking about like it should be based on like religion. Religion should always be able to influence politics and stuff like that. And I just say, well, as long as you have some evidence for a myth book. And, that's when he starts getting real butthurt, right? He starts saying you only assume it's a myth. And I'm all like, okay, well, if it's more than that, then prove it. I challenge him, and he says, no, you prove it's a myth. And I was all like, well, I was trying to explain how because in terms of the history and achievement of scientific progress, it would seem that because only supernatural claims are consistent with myths, I don't think we could actually say we could call it a supernatural fact, given that scientific laws seem to account for all of nature. However, if he could produce like an explanation himself, I would love to hear it. And, he just refused to like answer any of my questions. I even explained I'm trying to build a dialogue with him, and he's so butthurt at what I said. He said like I'm holding your feet to the fire unless you like apologize for calling my book a myth. And I'm all like, no, I'm not gonna apologize because you're offended by what I said. And then he brings up the upside down cross again, and I just say plainly, I don't care. And then he starts ranting again how I can't prove anything or whatever. Then that's when he goes full precept. Then he starts jabbering on about how science is philosophy, and I say that's bullshit. And like and then he wants to prove then he wants to prove that now. He when I asked him questions, like he just totally didn't want to answer me. But when he makes an assertion, you know he'll defend that. He'll defend that, sure. You know. So he says that science assumes the laws of logic by faith, which is bullshit. Science is essentially intersubjectively verifiable. That essentially means that it bases itself on being able to readily communicate something or repeat a phenomenon under similar circumstances. This is sort of the thing how people actually build upon knowledge and stuff like that collectively, through consensus and shared relations and stuff like that. I mean, that's actually the case with how science works and develops and stuff like that. And the thing with logic in and of itself is that it is essentially language, and language is intersubjective. It's shared. It's not dependent. You know, it's not dependent on like some god or whatever. It's just that's just how our species is able to understand and gain knowledge at that level. But he just couldn't accept that. That's I just explained how it was how we used to describe our experiences in reality and stuff like that. But he just wouldn't accept that. And then he goes on and here's the main thing. He just went on and fucking like just over the course of those of less than 20 minutes of discussion. He's kept doing these ad homs of calling my secularism idiocy, and just claiming that I wasn't like educated enough to talk in these discussions like that. Like he's like apparently he is like some grand authority against all others to fucking talk against. Like apparently this isn't like the public sphere where we could just talk and the fucking internet. But but after all that but after all that rant again, I try to explain it to him one more time just for his sake. And then it goes back to the upside down cross, and then he talks about that's what you use to offend Christians and stuff like that. I am offended. Then he starts just raging against me. I'm all like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like, for real, like, this is the fucking internet, you fucking idiot. You think I give a fuck about you being buttered about my fucking avatar? This is the fucking internet. Like, seriously, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care. And he just went back to the whole demonic influence and shit like this. And I'm all like, I can't take this fucking guy seriously anymore. I really fucking can't. What the fuck? I just couldn't, and so they cut my mic, and I'm all like, really? Oh, okay, whatever. I was done myself. I just got tired of that shit. I mean, granted, I could have been better in my explanation, in my explanations and stuff like that, but it's hard when he chimed in every couple of seconds with a new question and stuff like that, and just maybe if he'd been more quiet, I probably would have gotten my answers out just a little bit better and a little more clearer. But so it's a conversation. That's how it flows sometimes. But the main thing I want you guys to take from that basically is this. My secular brethren, essentially. I want you guys to not let these these ridiculous, dogmatic, religious fundamentalists that think that this country is just for them. Don't let them try and freaking censor you and tell you bullshit that just is not supported by evidence or reason whatsoever. Don't let them do it. I want you guys to go out there on April 23rd, 2015, and I want you to celebrate your secularism. Celebrate who you are. This is a secular nation. This is secular America. It's not a Christian nation. It's not a Jewish nation. It's not a Muslim nation. It is a secular nation. It is a place where we can enjoy human rights and civil liberties in an open, secular society. We make it, and we can apply our reason and our skills and our resources, and we can make something better and more humane for everyone. We have that capacity. And it's only when we come out of the woodwork and actually rise up as rational human beings that we can make a better world, not just for the now, but also for tomorrow. So don't let dogmatic dipshit fundies get you down. Sape aude, secular America. Dare to know. Alright, this is my video. This is Wolf King. Peace out. If you like it, you know what to do. Ciao.